For me, the voice, I know what you do, you know. I represent for Talk Black TV, Bodies TV worldwide. Talk Black, big up yourself, you know it.
Greetings. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Talk Black TV. If you're new to the channel, or the channel's new to you, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to get up and smash that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever Talk Black TV drops another video. So now watch Willie D live. And I'm going to cover a story upon an American politician, black politician, who said if him win for him state or wherever the case may be, him, I go get rid of Black History Month.
What you say?
Him, I go get rid of Black History Month. I replace it with American History Month.
What you say?
A black Republican in Michigan has declared if he wins the 2022 gubernatorial race, he will replace Black History Month with American History Month. Austin Ching, a Black Army veteran, businessman, and first Republican opponent to throw his hat in the political ring against incumbent Governor Gretchen Whitmer, announced via Twitter that he would cancel Black History Month on Monday. I will cancel Black History Month in Michigan. It's offensive, unfair, maybe illegal. Americans from all backgrounds deserve a reserved history. I'll declare American History Month. This type of stuff cannot be made up. Let me tell you something. Now, you know it's serious when I say let me tell you something. If it wasn't for Black History Month, some of you wouldn't even know who Martin Luther King is. You would not know who Malcolm X is. You would not know who Booker T. Washington is, Sojourner Truth. You would not know who Harriet Tubman is. You wouldn't know who Carter G. Woodson is, the author of The Miseducation of the Negro, one of the greatest books ever written. Black History Month was started. Well, it started as a week in 1926. It started as a celebration to celebrate Black folks' accomplishments, contributions to American society. His mama should be embarrassed and his daddy should have pulled out.
No, I don't know this politician. I don't know who I deal with. I don't know his motive. I don't know how I think.
His mama should be embarrassed.
Can I agree with it? The problem me have with Black History Month is that it's the same history but white people teach we regurgitate the whole of February. So why man teach this much history? And when February come, we just regurgitate that same little bit.
If it wasn't for Black History Month, some of you wouldn't even know who Martin Luther King is.
Willie D say if it wasn't for Black History Month, enough of we wouldn't know about Malcolm X, Harriet Tubman, if it wasn't for Black History Month. No, that is true, but that's not society's fault. That's Black people's fault. If them don't know that outside of Black History Month, we should need Black History Month for Black people to know that. So, for say, if it wasn't for Black History Month, Black people wouldn't know about Malcolm X and Harriet Tubman. It's a shame to even say that. That should not be true. But unfortunately, it is. But if you notice, every year, it's the same regurgitation. The same Malcolm X, the same Martin Luther King, the same Harriet Tubman, the same Sister Rosa Parks. So although we complain that we need to celebrate with history, we're still not doing nothing different than we do March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. What happened during Black History Month? What? What do black people do during Black History Month other than scramble to learn with history? We're not celebrating our history. We're learning our history during 1 month. And then when that month finish, that's it. Black history is civilization. So why is it separated? Why is black history separated from history period? Somehow black history happened outside of history that you can compartmentalize it and put it over here and say Black History Month. Do you know that nobody else wants a history month? How come Jewish people don't want a Jewish history month? It's closed.
Black History Month you find
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
why? Why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well,
Come on, tell me.
I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
No.
Do you want one?
No. Why?
No, I don't either.
Why?
Hispanics don't want a Hispanic History Month? How come Indians, Asians, Chinese don't want a Chinese History Month? We are the only people who glad forget Black History Month. But in trying to highlight Black history, we end up basically lowlighting it. Because by putting it in a month, we show the whole world it's a small contribution to history. When in fact, we responsible for civilization. And the same people where you give civilization to, give you a month to celebrate your contribution to society.
During the formation of Europe's first civilization in Greece, it was the black Africans from the Nile Valley who civilized the Greeks. Later, as Greece handed over the acquired culture to the Romans, who almost lost it, initiating the Dark Ages. The Moors came onto the scene and helped restore civilization. In 711 AD, after the collapse of the Roman Empire, the warring tribes from the Caucasus were pushed to Western Europe, while the Moors invaded Spanish shores, bringing culture to these barbaric tribes. On to them. The African Muslims ruled over Spain, Portugal, southern France, and North Africa for over 700 years. While the monarchs of France, Germany, and England dwelled in barns with no ventilation system and were convinced that their subjects shouldn't indulge in cleanliness, as it amounted to sinning, Muslim Spain was always ahead, building 600 baths. Them checks it a sin for bed. And we surround the world afresh. Chat about. Come to them. Listen. Education. According to the Center of Research in Globalization, in Christian Europe, nearly 99% of the population was illiterate. Even a majority of the monarchs themselves couldn't read. Alright. Fully done. While education was universal in Muslim Spain. At a time when Europe had a meager 2 universities, Spain boasted 17.
First, we must understand where the term black come from. It didn't come from us. We did not call ourselves black people. We call ourselves by region. Everybody else does. European, Europe. Asians, Asia. Black? Where is that? Where is black? What region is black? You want to know where black come from? If me tell you no, you're not going to believe me. So, I make this brother I tell you where this black come from.
Imperialism has long been justified through the notion that the white man had a duty to civilize the so-called other races. Racism is an ideology, and to a very large extent it was created by British theorists. You can take it back to the late 18th century and the work of a physician called Charles White, who was one of the people who formalized this idea that there's a sort of ladder of life, and the white man is at the top of that ladder, and below the white man on the ladder is the white woman, and below that were people with dark skin. That ideology remains with us today.
So this is why black history is only limited to from slavery till now, because it's from slavery we get labeled this black thing. To me, black history, a month Coming like some special ed class. Like something wrong with why we need to have this special month to talk about the contributions that it should be obvious to us first what our contributions are. So for 365 days, black families will teach black history to them children. We don't need to celebrate Black History Month. We just need to know it. Celebrate it amongst ourselves. If anything, we have to teach it to the world. The very history the white man teach we is it we are teach ourselves every February. The white man teach we about Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Sister Rosa Parks, and every February we talk about the same thing. We have something we can teach them about our history. Our history is the world history, is civilization. To put it in a 1 month and then leave it alone for the other 11 months is more of a disservice than a service. If we're worried that black history is not being taught in schools, then teach it at your yard. Nobody else wants a history month.
No.
Why are we so glad to have one? What would we do without one? Nothing. The fact that a man can say, if it wasn't for Black History Month.
If it wasn't for Black History Month, some of you wouldn't even know.
That is a shame. So Black History Month is a crutch, is a soda, is a smoke screen. Because nothing will change. Because the real history of our people goes far beyond slavery. And when February comes, we don't learn that. We don't teach that. As a matter of fact, we're afraid to say we brought civilization to the world. But we're proud to say we contributed to the development of America. I even feel better if it was just one day. We teach and learn our history all year, and then one day or one weekend, black families get together, eat food, play music, laugh, dance, talk about history, share history. But this Black History Month, 1 whole month, some people complain and say, oh, the shortest month of the year, but listen to me, 1 whole month for do what? Every other people have them holiday, it's a weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, da. Whole month. For do what? Why have to stop at the month? How come everybody else have history and we have History Month? Everybody else have history and we have History Month. To do what? Contribution to America? How about contribution to civilization? The same people who want Black History Month call themselves African American. But you want Black History Month? How come you don't want African American History Month? If I say we have African History Month, Americans don't feel attached to that. Yet them call themselves African American. Contribution to America. In December 1777, the Moroccan Sultan Mohammed III included the United States in a list of countries to which Morocco's ports were open. Morocco, which is a region in northern Africa, Morocco thus became the first country whose head of state publicly recognized the newly independent United States. We talk about our contribution to United States. Talk about the fact that we were the first country to recognize them. When they finally conquer we and bring we go America, that's when they start to call we black, Negro, colored. So now we have Black History Month, which is the history of being black, which started from slavery. I'll let my friends say it to you again.
Racism is an ideology, and to a very large extent it was created by British theorists.
It should be called History Month and then highlight what we've done for civilization, instead of Black History Month, which only highlights after we've been captured and conquered. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This is
Talk Black TV.